Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of TCG Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video, I will be showing you another Katsu list, a fun one that I have been working on, and I finally have it in a spot where I'm comfortable sharing it. One that you can try out for yourself that includes fun cards like Flood of Force and Break Tide. We're going to do a little bit of Waterbending, have some fun with it, and talk about it. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. If you're a long-standing supporter, thank you so much as always. Feel free to check out the Discord down below. I'd love to hear from you as the new set has been released. Also, if you want to support the channel in a different way, if you've been watching a lot of videos, anything helps. Like, comment, subscribe, or just watch. Just lurk. It's fine. But if you want to support in a different way, there's a channel membership down below. You can do that as well, and so on and so forth. So we'll get right into it. So I'm going to bring this list up, and I'm going to caveat really quick with Katsu. Katsu is bad deck. I am not making this video to say that this is a competitive or the most competitive way to play Katsu. I'm not saying that this is a competitive, this is a Katsu list that is now competitive in this meta. I do think Katsu can win some games. It's not like a hero that every time you go across the table from someone you're going to lose. That's not how bad the hero is. But I would say it's one of the worst heroes in the game right now. And I'll be super transparent with you, especially if I have a new player watching this video. This is quite literally the fourth worst ninja in the format right now. Zen is better. Vi is better. Ira is better. It's the worst ninja in the format. However, in my opinion, it is the most fun ninja because there's a certain level of finesse and a certain level of feinting and doing all these cool combo lines. And when you think of combo ninja, or when you think of combo style gameplay, like if anyone's ever played a fighting game, this truly is the epitome of that in hero form. And I just love this hero so much. And this list has pushed me to play a little bit differently than I normally like to play. This list is going to include cards like Flood of Force and Break Tide, which we'll talk about here in a second, but this is a Mask of Pouncing Links only list, and anyone who's watched my channel for longer than like 2 or 3 videos, you know that I am a Mask of Momentum connoisseur. I love Mask of Momentum, even when it wasn't the best headpiece, like during the Bonds of Ancestry era, where Links was just better. I prefer Mask of Momentum. But now with the release of Syndra, normally I'm not the type of person that says if you want to do this, just play this hero. Like if you want to do this style, just go play this. I normally shy away from that, but Syndra truly is the Mask of Momentum hero. Like her ability to flick daggers and keep the momentum alive and then bring her daggers back, she's just awesome. So if you love that style of gameplay, I would suggest Syndra. Unless you're just super tied to Katsu. Regardless, we're running Mask of Pouncing Links because we want to be able to go get cards like Break Tide, Flood of Force, or Retrace the Past, depending on how things shake up. The issue with Mask of Pouncing Links once Bonds of Ancestry was banned is 2 power targets are really bad, like in Katsu specifically. You really only had like Descendant Gust Wave. You could go get like yellow. People put Yellow Whelming in the list. But once Retrace the Past came out, we now have a power card in Katsu that is 2 or less. So it makes it a lot better. We also can, in this list specifically, go get cards like Flood of Force, and I'll talk about that in a second. Before we get into card for card, I'll show you some of the lines that I was able to do with this list. And we're going to talk about them. As you can see here, we did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31 damage off a 5-card hand. Here was a 36 damage hand. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the whole point of this list is you're playing a mid-range game, utilizing your Kodachis well, doing as much as you can. You have a lot of good block value because you have so many combo cards. But the whole point of the list is to have this big pop-off turn where you utilize Retrace the Past, naming it Flood of Force or Rushing River, and then be able to play out multiple Flood of Forces and continue to draw cards. We have a high combo density in the deck. There is only 12 misses in the main board that are not combo cards. We have 3 Ancestral Empowerments, 6 Surging Strikes, and 3 Ancestral Harmonies. That's it. And we never go above 15 misses in the deck. So the high probability of triggering Flood of Force's combo effect, which is if Rushing River or Flood of Force was the last attack in this combat chain, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a card with combo, put it in your hand, and then Flood of Force gets +3, go again. So basically what you're trying to do is do Retrace the Past, naming Flood of Force. Hopefully you already had Retrace the Past in hand, ideally. So you've comboed into Retrace the Past from a Gust Wave, and then you're able to name it Flood of Force, and then Katsu trigger to go get your first Flood of Force, Pouncing Links trigger to go get your second Flood of Force, and then all of a sudden, as long as they hit, right, that's the one if they hit, which is a high chance due to our ratios, all of a sudden you have now go 4, draw a card, another 4 Flood of Force, draw a card, then you play another card, then you play the second card you drew, and you can get these 30 damage turns pretty well if you line up. What you're really trying to do is you're trying to find a natural combo line with a Gust Wave. It doesn't matter, and a Surging Strike. So you're trying to park a Surging Strike in Arsenal, and then find a Gust Wave paired with a Retrace the Past. That's like the ultimate Christmas line, which isn't too Christmassy considering there are 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 Gust Waves in your deck. It's not that hard to find a Gust Wave. You just have to find a Retrace the Past at the same time. The slightly lesser Christmas line is find a Surging Strike and a Gust Wave together, and then you Katsu trigger for Retrace the Past, and you Lynx trigger for Flood of Force. That allows you to get a little bit better, but then you also might just go into Dishonor at that point or something like that if it's a Descendant, whatever the case may be. But you're able to do some pretty nutty stuff if the combo goes off. The equipment suite's pretty standard. Nothing's different here. We already talked about Pouncing Lynx. I am running Tunic and Cross Strap, and I have some matchups on what goes into what. I think, honestly, though, I'm really close to just taking Tunic out, because where this deck shines the most is a line like this. And I have to pull up my Discord to make sure I remember the line. I popped Heart and Cross Strap, and then my hand was Surging, Whelming, Retrace the Past. It was a 5-card hand. Surging, Whelming, Retrace the Past, Spinning Wheel Kick, and Underwhelming Gust Wave, whatever the heck it's freaking actual called. Gust Wave the second win. I pop Heart and Cross Strap. I play Surging. They let Surging hit because, and in my opinion, you should let Surging hit, because if a Katsu held a 5-card hand and they pop Heart and Cross Strap, they have the natural combo line, unless they're just crazy. Surging hit. I Katsu triggered. I got rid of the second Gust Wave, kept the Whelming. I went and got Retrace the Past. Oh, no, I already had Retrace the Past because I had Surging, Whelming, Retrace the Past, Spinning Wheel Kick, and the Underwhelming Gust Wave. So pop Heart and Cross Trap, played Surging, kept the Whelming and Retrace the Past and Spinning Wheel Kick, discarded the other Gust Wave, went and got a Flood of Force. Then I also popped Lynx and got a second Flood of Force. So now the rest of my hand played out is going to be Whelming Gust Wave, Retrace the Past, I named Flood of Force. Then I popped Boots on one of those hits. I played Flood of Force. The first Flood of Force, I drew into a Break Tide, which was crazy. Played the second Flood of Force, drew into a Fluster. Played the Break Tide for 5 Dominate, banishing a Winds of Eternity. Then I played the Fluster that I drew. Then I played the Spinning Wheel Kick from a card I drew from Whelming, because they just let Whelming hit. That was the one mistake they did. So it could have been a little bit less if they wouldn't have let Whelming hit. And then played Winds of Eternity. So I played a 5-card hand for 36 damage. And honestly, other than disrupting me, there's nothing they could do there to stop it. Because Surging's going to come in for 5, Whelming's going to come in for 4, Retrace the Past is going to come in for 4. So unless they use all their armor, I mean, Surging's a 2-card block, Whelming's a card and armor, Retrace is a card and armor. So I guess they could have blocked it all out if they wanted to give me their whole hand and all of their armor suite, but most people aren't going to do that. So yeah, 5-card 36. We also had a very similar situation here where my hand started out as Ancestral Harmony, Surging Strike, Whelming, and Retrace the Past right here. And I also had a Spinning Wheel Kick, I believe. And I was able to play Harmony, pop Heart and Cross Strap, and then you see 5, 5, 5. I went and got I popped Lynx right here to go get Flood of Force, played 5, drew into a Pounding Gale, Descendant Gust Wave. So I had a 5-card hand, and I was able to do 30 plus damage. Now, granted, those are like the ultimate way you're wanting to get this line done. However, when it pops off, it's similar to Bonds of Ancestry, where it just tutors itself. Now, you do run the risk because most of the time on those big pop-off plays, like the ultimate Christmas line ones, I'll pop Breezewater Boots just in case Flood of Force doesn't draw and I can keep going, even though it sucks. But you don't have to do that. But if you miss, you miss, and that's just a part of the deck. But you try to make the deck as many hits as humanly possible. That's why I don't go above 12 misses. Into some Assassins, I'll go up to 15 misses max. But we're running 5 Descendant Gust Wave. We're running 600 wins solely for our synergy with Flood of Force and with Ancestral Harmony. Spinning Wheel Kick, we're running 1 Cyclone Roundhouse. And also, then you just have the normal kind of, fun lines that Retrace the Past gives you. Being able to name Spinning Wheel Kick and then finish on a Cyclone Roundhouse and get rid of a key equipment piece. Being able to name Flutter Force and finish on a Break Tide. Being able to name Open the Center and finish on a Fluster Fist or finish on a Pounding Gale. This isn't just like a one-trick pony. You're trying to get the Flutter Force combo every game, even though that is your most powerful line. You still have all the other good stuff. The Sonner line also is a possibility if you have the natural line. And then the sideboard has picked some good sideboard options. Flick Flack, always really good in these aggressive metas. Wax On's very good into a lot of the assassins because they're on the stealth 0 cost. Snag, also good into a lot of the assassins. And then Command and Conquers I put in there because of Prism and other stuff. And we're on AB1. So the whole point of this deck is to have that, ultimately to have that pop of Flood of Force turn, but it's also to have the flexibility with Retrace the Past, and also to have powerful Anthem turns with Ancestral Harmony, as you saw here, right? Like Ancestral Harmony gave me +1, +2, +3, +4, +5 value on that turn. So super, super good. Now, again, I'm going to finish this video by saying this is not meant to be this crazy competitive deck. I think I put this deck out, I'll even prove it. I put this deck out publicly. I've had very little issue with this deck. I'm at about over a 50% win rate with the deck, but I've played a lot of Katsu. I put the deck out without saying anything a couple weeks back, and it has not a great not a great win rate, but that's, it takes a while to learn this deck truly. You have to be very patient. You have to be able to set up hands. It's not a dump your hand type deck, which a lot of people are used to with other ninjas. And the natural power of the hero is lower. But regardless, I think Katsu's in a position where you can kind of have some fun with the deck. And the only way to make up the speed in Katsu in some of these aggro matchups is to have Anthem effects like Ancestral Harmony, like Flood of Force, like Break Tide. You need to be able to combo these to be able to draw additional cards almost unconditionally. And Mask of Momentum just doesn't quite get it for you like it needs to. So that's where I'm at with the deck. This is the version of Katsu I've been playing. I'm going to play at my Armory this week, I think. I was playing some Jarl. Jarl was very fun, but I think I'm going to play this week. But I implore you to try it out. If you love Katsu and you want something different to play, this is a good suggestion to do. I highly recommend it. But yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Have some fun with the deck. Go into it with the right expectations of just trying to try new things in Katsu, not to try to make this freaking calling level list or something. If you want to do that, go play other ninjas. But regardless, I'm not going to quit playing Katsu. I love the hero too much. And I want to have fun, more inventive ways to play the hero that's still functionally viable. So hopefully you enjoyed it from that perspective. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this. If you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. If not me, it's completely fine. Go to the creator sheet down below in the description. There's a Google sheet where you can see access to a bunch of our creators. Go like, comment, subscribe their stuff. Let's get more people seeing this game. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time on TC Talk.